Okay, question 4, full of algebra. Okay, let's have a look at the first one. So solving 6x minus 7 equals 2x plus 21. So we want to get our x's on the same side to start off with. So I'm going to take away 2x from both sides. So on the underneath I'm just going to write what I'm doing. So taking away 2x from both sides, 6x, take away 2x, will leave me with 4x minus 7. The 2x will disappear from the left, and I've just got 21. Now, what's on the x side that's in the way? Well, I've got a minus 7, so to get rid of that I'm going to plus 7. So that means on the left, minus 7 plus 7 is 0. So that gets rid of the minus 7. 21 plus 7 is 28. Now, what is the 4 doing to the x? What is it that's in the way? Well, we know that in algebra, that if we've got a number next to a letter, it's multiplying. So 4 times x is 28, so I'm going to do the opposite. I'm going to divide by 4, and remember I need to do that to both sides. So 28 divided by 4 gives me 7. So that's your 3 marks. Now part B asks us to factorise 24x plus 3. Now we should remember that factorise means we put things into brackets. So what's common to 24x and 3? Well, there's only x in the first term, so it can't be that, so it must be the number. And if we think about our times tables, 3 goes into 24, so we know that that is going to be our factor, common factor to both. 3 times what gives me 24x? So how many 3's are in 24? If you count them, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, so that's 8. So I've got to put the x in, because 8x times the 3 would give me 24x. And then what times 3 gives me 3? It's just 1. Now for part C, what is common to both of them there? Well, there's not a number in front of the x squared. Well, that tells us that there's a 1 there. So we're not going to take that out, but there's a letter which is common. So we've got that letter x, which is part of x squared as well as the minus 6x. So if we take that out, x multiplied by what gives me x squared, we know that's x, and x times what gives me minus 6x, well, just a minus 6. Remember, we can check by expanding our brackets if we're unsure. So x times x is x squared, and x times a minus 6 is minus 6x, which is what we wanted. Now part D is asking us to expand. Now expand means we multiply out our brackets. So if we've just got a number or a term in front of our brackets, that means we just multiply both of our terms inside by the one outside. So 2x times the x cubed. So there's no number in front of x cubed, so that means we're just going to have the 2. 2 times 1 is 2. X times x cubed. When we multiply our powers of the same term, of the same letter, so x times x cubed, that means we just add the powers. So that will give us x to the 4. Then 2x times the 6, so 2 times 6 we know is 12, and we put the x on at the end. So 2x to the power 4 plus 12x. Now the last part, E, asks us to solve this equation. So x over 3 plus 15 equals 25. Now, the first thing I look at here, I'm looking to see what is happening to my x. So I can see it's being divided by 3 first, and then I'm adding 15 to it to give me 25. So what I'm going to do is do the opposite to that when solving the equation. So the first thing I'm going to do, after writing out my equation, so I remembered that I was dividing by 3, then adding 15. So I'm going to do the opposite. So the first thing is take away the 15 from both sides. So that leaves me with just x over 3 on the left, and 25 take away 15 is 10. Now what have I got in the way? Well, it's a simple one-step equation now. I've got the divide by 3, and so the divide by 3 can be gotten rid of by multiplying by 3. We've got to do that to both sides, so that just leaves me with x equals 30. Now if I wanted to check, I can put that back into my equation. So 30 divided by 3 plus 15. What does that give me? So 30 divided by 3 is 10, and 10 plus 15 is 25, which is what I wanted.